Mamma mia, and hello everyone. Thank you for joining us for KTX Watches Another Movie. I'm Colby, joined here by Blake.
How you doing? Yahoo!
And we're the KTX brothers. Can we say that? Is that
I
legal?
guess. Yeah.
That's it.
Why not?
All right.
We're the founding
It's
fathers.
thematic.
Yeah.
Four store. And we just got home from watching the newest hit movie. Oh, I hope it's a hit by now. The Super Mario Brothers movie.
The Super Mario Super Show. Not
We're
quite.
the Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched one of these reviews before, we're just gonna full spoiler. We're just gonna go through the movie, just brief, big bullet points. We're gonna spark notes it, tell you, reactions, all that stuff, and then let you know what we think throughout.
And of course, it's always recommended for you to see it first and then come back, see our opinions, or not, whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
Just watch the video. Anyways.
All right, one sentence, spoiler free.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the movie?
I mean, it's all right.
Okay. Yep. All right. Wow. I could have said it better myself. If I had to put it in one sentence, it would be all right. All right. That's it.
I've seen worse things.
Yeah.
It's the
I was
least
happy
offensive
coming
thing
out,
I've seen in a while.
Dude, 100%. 1,000%. That's a good way to put it. The least offensive thing I've seen in a while. It's harmless, right?
Yeah.
So let's go right into it. Let's go into the breakdown. So I think the movie starts off with the commercial that everybody saw. No. Is that
the first
No.
first trailer.
It opened with
wait.
Bowser.
Yeah,
It
that
opened
was in
with
the first
which
trailer.
also everybody saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it opens with the whole Bowser penguin scene, which is fine. It's no different. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen that. And then it goes
there's barely any additional scenes in that.
Right. It shows the Power Star. He gets the Power Star. And then it goes right into...
Let me pause you right there. So I guess it kind of ties into the end of the movie about the Power Star, but do you think it should have been like either the big Power Star from Mario 64 or a Shine Sprite or something?
That was the weird
big?
thing. That was the weird thing, right? Because I thought it was the Super Mario 64 Power Star. I was under the impression it was that the whole time.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, when it's revealed it's just the Power Star power up, I was like, oh, it clicked for me. I didn't realize. I don't know. Did you know? Did you think it was the Power Star? The power?
I assumed that when they touched it, they were gonna get the doop 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 doop. It's not like they were gonna turn to supersonic or something.
Yeah, right.
Although that might have been better.
So anyway, then it goes right into the Mario and Luigi commercial, the Super Mario Brothers plumbing commercial bit, which we also saw. Which you made a good point in the theater where it was I wish we didn't see this.
Cause that's a really good bit, and they showed it already. I mean, you could have been walked in without seeing any trailers or anything.
I honestly think, and this will be my first sort of very big qualm with the movie, and it's not a problem with the movie itself, is I actually think the marketing hurt this movie, at least for me.
I agree.
In my experience. There were no big surprises, at least. I mean, I wouldn't say no, but a lot of the big surprises were just, the carts, Donkey Kong, and all that stuff. It wasn't a surprise, right?
Yeah, if you've seen the trailers, and there's 2 of them, maybe 3, you've pretty much seen the entire movie outside the climax, and you can just assume how the climax goes.
Yeah,
if you've
I agree with that.
if you have any reference of how Mario movies end, or Mario games end rather.
Right. So I think this movie. Before I go on, I actually really want to applaud this movie for giving us the one thing that all Mario fans have been really searching for since the very first Mario game, and that's
Chris Pratt.
No. It's even more. I think they finally gave us Mario getting the approval of his father.
Listen, when I was a young lad and I booted up Super Mario Brothers 3 for the first time, I was like, and I played 1-1. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I wonder how Mario's dad thinks of Super Mario over here.
Would he be proud? Would he be ashamed?
Yeah, would he be proud?
That's what this movie teaches us.
But
anyway,
even before we see his movie, or like his family rather, we see like the plumbing commercial, right? And then we get introduced to this like total fuckboy. His name's Spike.
Spike. Yeah.
Like
what a weird character.
The precision shape of his beard that's like pointy. That's like and like his mustache is not attached to his beard. Total fuckboy vibes.
So this movie
I didn't like it.
This movie is very much like a YouTuber's wet dream when it comes to if you make content that's pointing out Easter eggs in like games or movies, you're gonna have a field day with this movie. Like the entire movie is just little references everywhere.
Yeah,
you know,
which
is
like,
cool.
Good,
it's respectful,
and
too.
they should be. Yeah.
I mean, the whole pizza place they're in is called like the Punch Out Pizzeria or something. It has like Glass Joe is like framed, like all whatever his name is. You know, it has all the Punch Out characters looking. It's cool. But yeah, Spike was a weird character. They set him up to be this like not villain. He's like their ex-boss.
He was a douchebag.
Like, they quit their job.
He's like in Spider-Man. He's what's that douchebag's name? The bully.
Not Eddie.
Foreman.
Eddie Brock.
No. Like he's in all of them.
Oh, in the first movie. Not Flash.
Flash. Yeah.
It is Flash. Okay,
Yeah,
he basically is like that. And yeah, he's just like, you guys are losers. And he never really go anywhere with that character later on, which is kind of funny. Like he shows up at the end briefly, and then that's it.
Yeah, probably for the best.
But anyway, so Mario, move on before we take forever. Mario and Luigi have started their own plumbing company, and you know they're hard for work. They spent their life savings on a commercial, and they're not doing too hot until they finally get a gig at this pretty, ritzy place. They go there. Luigi steps on a dog's bone, and the dog's like, "I'm going to now murder these two plumbers."
Yeah.
Like nothing is going to stop me.
Ensue.
So yeah, they do some physical comedy. And they fuck up the place. And now they're all like, oh man. They go back home to probably the most surprising aspect of this entire movie. The Mario and Luigi family?
Dude. I don't know about you, but I was like flabbergasted that like there's like 6 new Mario family members and they're all like super
casually
Italian.
Dropped. Yeah, they're very Italian. Also, they established right at the beginning that they don't have Italian accents. Like none of the characters do. They just fake the Italian accents for their commercial because they're like characters. Like the Mario Brothers are characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get to see a whole family. We get to see some like I sell Russian bootleg movies uncle with like in a tracksuit. Yep. We see their dad, their mom, grandpa, and then like I would assume like a nephew or niece or something.
Yeah,
she's just like texting at the table. It has no lines or anything, no relevance to the plot. It's just cute. And then they start the running joke of like, oh, Mario hates mushrooms because he put mushrooms on the food. Like, haha.
Yeah. Ha ha ha.
I thought the family was nice though. It's like they try and set up this whole like, you're a fucking failure, Mario. Don't bring your Luigi
you're a fucking
into this.
disappointment.
Yeah.
You're bringing down your fucking brother.
Yeah, most of the family is like, gabagoo. Most of the family is like, oh, you're idiots for starting your own business. You left a cushy job. The mom's like, oh, let them do what they want, whatever. But it's just to set up that Mario and Luigi have a bond. They follow each other to the end, right?
Before we continue, I just want to quickly swing back to when they're right after we saw the Mario commercial. We saw Mr. Charles Martinet. He was just a random Italian man. He was like Yahoo! And that was
if you notice, his design of that man was like the original Mario.
Yeah, it was like Jumpman.
Jumpman.
Yeah,
Jumpman, which is a nice little pull. At least they, no, I'll wait to say it. So,
yeah, for sure.
So they're distraught because their business is probably gonna fail, and then they see that a water main broke in Brooklyn. By the way, this is all in Brooklyn, like real ass Brooklyn.
Just Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, just Brooklyn. And so they Mario's like, oh, this would be our big break if we fix it. We'll be on the news, whatever. They go, and when they go into the sewers, they kind of break through a wall by mistake, and they stumble upon these array of pipes, and one thing leads to another. They get into a green pipe, and it sends them to the Mushroom Kingdom.
The Mushroom
world,
Kingdom,
where they're both separated. Luigi goes to the Dark Lands or whatever.
Yeah, the Dark Land.
And then Mario goes to the Mushroom Kingdom. Kind of.
I think that's what World 8 in Mario 3 is called.
Oh, I see.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
So to go through, we saw it in the promotional stuff. Mario meets Toad. Toad's like, let me go introduce you to Peach, or Princess. Luigi has some run-in with some dry bones, but then eventually gets captured and taken to Bowser. Obviously, gonna skip over finer details here. I will say I really like the scene. Oh yeah, I know you don't. You don't.
So we get introduced to Toad, but it's never addressed as Toad. I mean, we get the Toad masses get addressed as Toad, but the main Toad doesn't get addressed as Toad. And but the Captain Toad theme plays around him. I feel like he should have just been designed around Captain Toad, and not just like regular Toad.
Well, they also had like what looked to be like the head Toad, and I'm really shocked they didn't use Toadsworth.
Oh, the one that was like, use the deep voice. Yeah,
like why didn't they just use Toads? Like with all the references in this entire movie, you would think Toadsworth would have been there at some point. Just kind of weird.
I mean, I don't think we've seen Toadsworth since like Mario Baseball.
Sunshine.
So
Mario
Baseball came out after that.
Right.
In a main game, Sunshine. So maybe they're trying to bury him, pretend he doesn't exist.
Yeah,
like,
which is weird. Like, why I don't know. It's Miyamoto's. It's his weird fascination with homogenizing all the Toads, like in Paper Mario and stuff.
Yeah.
Just
and not making them any distinct, which is unfortunate.
Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, one weird thing about this movie is that it feels like very, like nobody introduces themselves, but everybody knows everyone's names.
Yeah, there's a lot of assumptions in this movie.
Yeah, I'm positive that Princess Peach never introduced herself to Mario at any point. And
he was just referring
Mario
to him to her as like the princess.
Yeah, do you think did he ever call her Peach?
I think only Bowser did.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's a little weird. And like,
I don't know,
and what you just said was kind of made into a joke when like Princess Peach and Mario were like leaving, and then everyone was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Nobody important."
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's really weird. And anyway, Princess Peach is like, okay, Bowser's on his way. We're gonna need the Kong army in order to defeat him. So I'm gonna go to the Jungle Kingdom, whatever. Mario joins her, and so does Toad, the main Toad, or whatever, this Toad. And we might as well just go right into the Kong Kingdom, because unfortunately Luigi gets written out of this movie. Until
he gets thrown into a little cage.
Yeah, for the middle. So the entire middle like act of this movie has really no Luigi.
Yeah.
Feels kind of wasted. I
agree.
Felt like he should have had his own little adventure trying to escape, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's fine. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, before we get into the Kong movie, the best scene of the movie, I believe, happens right before we see any Kongs. So Luigi gets taken to Bowser, right?
Yeah,
You know, and then blah blah blah. He's like, "Oh, who's this?" They find out Mario, right?
Oh yeah.
So Bowser, who is voiced by Jack Black,
Very good. Yeah.
he has a musical number.
He does. He has a short musical number playing piano.
And
they knew
it's just Jack Black.
Yeah, they knew they had Jack Black casted, right? And
Yeah.
they were just like, let's use him. It's Jack Black.
Yeah.
And this probably wasn't even written in, and Jack Black just kind of improv'd in the booth.
This sounds like completely like half improv.
I was expecting to throw out an F-bomb, or something. Like, fucking Mario!
So what'd you think?
Of the music scene?
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I mean, let's just get this out of the way right now. I think Bowser is pretty good in this movie, right? I think we can agree.
Yeah. I agree.
He
definitely.
He's pretty funny. His whole bit is he wants to marry the princess, and he throughout the entire movie he's kind of like practicing what he's gonna say, and he has this funny bit where he's like, so like, does she like him or something? Is she impressed by him? Whatever. Like he's kind of jealous. It's cute. I like it.
Yeah.
And Jack Black does a good job.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think at the very end we should talk about like really quickly the cast itself, because that's like a very big part of this movie and what a lot of people focused on, and I think it's something to talk about later on. But anyway, we also have a really nice scene before they get to the Kong Kingdom where it's like a traveling montage where Mario and Peach are in like the Fire Flower field,
like a field.
Whatever.
Yeah,
about the camp, and we did a little bit of Peach's origin, and then just a sweet little moment between them, which I think is
no, you finish.
I think it's much needed in this movie, because as soon as they get to the Mushroom Kingdom, this movie moves so fast. There is no room to breathe in this entire movie from that point onward.
Definitely agree, brother.
Yep. What are you guys say? Thanks.
So in that fire field scene, so Peach like gets the fire flower power up, and she's like, look at me, I made the campfire.
Yep.
Mario never gets the fire power up in this movie.
No, not once. Well, he almost does.
He got dick teased in the Kong. Kong Palace.
He never did get it.
Which is an interesting choice, because that's like
they decided to give it to her.
That's his power up. Like that he has that power up on the cover of Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder why they
save
didn't
it for the sequel.
Yeah. So they made it to Kong Country, whatever, and they have to take a go-kart, essentially, one of the Mario Kart things, whatever, to Crazy Kong, the king. Oh, this is when it starts. So the music in this movie is great. So many original renditions, or rather, all the Mario music you know and love. They really pull out all the stops, and then, like every so often, they just throw licensed music in.
Yeah.
And like in this instance, like during this crazy like we're driving around scene, they played "Take on Me" by a-ha. Like. Well, it really like weirded me out.
This movie has like a mixture of like super good orchestrated like Mario tracks, and then it goes into like fucking like AC/DC, Thunderstruck. It's super weird. It's so weird.
It is disconnecting. I don't think it's like they also did I forget what it's called off the top of my head. I Need a Hero. I was like, I'm watching Shrek 2 again.
Yeah, when he's doing like the training montage.
Yeah, and I kind of wish I just didn't do that. It dates the movie immediately, right?
I agree.
It feels weird. So not a big fan of that, but but all the other music is 10 out of 10. Sounds amazing.
Like, I feel like if they were gonna do it, maybe do it like once or twice. But like they did it like 6 times.
I think just do it once and do it for a bit, right? Like,
Yeah.
If you really want to do it, just throw it in for a bit once. But
It just like comes off lazy.
well, it takes you out of it, right?
Yeah, it like you're here for the Mario movie, and then you hear fucking like Thunderstruck or something. It's just weird.
Yeah, like what old white men made this movie?
I know.
It's really weird.
Maybe
But
Miyamoto's
anyway.
a really big AC/DC fan. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is like a Japanese thing to be really into like American rock music. So, but I don't know why Aha, Take On Me was in it, and yeah, it's just weird. So, but anyway, so they made it to Cranky Con. Cranky Con's like, "Yo, fight my son, and then I'll give you my army." And then we introduced to DK. And I'll say I saved it for now. Oh my god, fuck that! I can't believe that. So this is a really messed up thing. I think it goes against the movie. But Donkey Kong comes out and they play the DK rap, like a bit of it.
Or at
And,
least like they put the beginning part on loop.
Yeah. Did you know? And I just learned this when I got home today, right, from this movie, that Grant Kirkhope is not credited for the song, and that he even tweeted about it.
I know he made the song. I didn't know he wasn't credited for it. That's pretty shite.
In the movie, he wasn't credited.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah, he made a tweet too. It said, "quote I was really looking forward to see my name in the credits for the DK rap, but alas, as expected, it's not there. FML." End quote. That was a tweet by him.
That sucks.
Isn't that so sad? Like, you quote the dude, or rather credit the dude, man.
Maybe they're like, well, this is our song now, but like,
Ugh.
come on, man.
Yeah, that puts a bad taste in my mouth. But anyway,
I agree.
Yeah, we see Donkey Kong, and we also get to see. I was really surprised and really pleased. We have to see Diddy, Dixie, and Dopey Kong. What's his name?
Lanky.
Lanky.
Well, there's Kitty Kong, there's Lanky Kong. I don't know if Candy Kong was there. A lot of the Kongs were there.
Yeah, which is really cool. I wasn't expecting that. Diddy Kong even gets a line. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, while he's playing the GameCube bongos.
Yeah. Who played him? I wonder if he's in the credits.
I don't know. He wasn't in the behind the voice actors yet.
He wasn't?
No.
I want to know. I want to know that. But anyway.
I hope it's David Spade.
I was listening, didn't quite hear it. I hope Lanky Kong is Adam Sandler.
Shut up.
So Mario and Donkey Kong fight, and Mario wins using also another surprise, the cat suit from 3D World. Is that it, or
it was in the trailer?
Land?
I wasn't surprised.
Was it? I didn't see it. I don't remember that. That's a shame, because I felt genuine, like whoa, because I don't remember seeing it.
I didn't, unfortunately.
It
was cool to see.
Yeah, most of this movie should have been that feeling, right? Of like, whoa, look at that. But we've already seen it, right? So,
yeah.
But yeah, anyway, he beats Donkey Kong, and they get the army, and Cranky Kong's like, let's fucking light this shit up, and gets the army under carts, and they take Rainbow Road back to the Mushroom Kingdom. But
not without
they're ambushed.
The montage of Thunderstruck while they got their Mario Kart 8 Deluxe cars.
Yep. That's when that happens. It was a cool action sequence with the carts.
Yeah, I agree.
And I was kind of bummed that Bowser didn't have a cart.
I wish he had like the big car from Super Mario 3D World.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Yeah,
that would have been fun. But it's still a fun sequence anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
The action in this movie overall is very good. It's very fluid. The characters move with a lot of personality, I think, which is important. And you could tell,
especially when they're like, "Look at the references."
Yeah, 100%. Like all the different jumps and the running, the posture, everything about it. Just
every time Mario throws out his arms to run, I'm like, "Let's go!"
It's so cute. So basically, DK and Mario get separated, and they fall into the ocean while Peach returns to the Mushroom Kingdom with Toad. And this is where I think another instance of the movie moves too fast for me happens, where DK and Mario they get eaten by an eel, and they're together.
Super Mario 64.
And they're kind of like fighting with each other a bit, but problems in this movie get solved so fast. Characters only get, I don't know, like 2 or 3 sentences maybe at the most before the plot progresses. And I thought this was a really good opportunity to have Mario and DK have like a greater moment to themselves, but it was just super fast, right?
Yeah,
I
agree.
So, but they escape, and Bowser's at the Mushroom Kingdom, and he gets Peach to agree to marry him, to save everybody. And
he has his what do you call it? He at the wedding he wears his outfit from Odyssey, which is nice.
From Odyssey, yeah. Which is it was so cute. We get to see more little cameos from King Bob-omb and
King Boo.
And King Boo, yeah, it was so cool.
Which I feel like
really much, but...
Yeah, I mean he doesn't. Well, King Bob-omb explodes at one point, but we don't see what happens to King Boo. Hopefully, he can be like realized in a
more
future
prominent
movie, maybe the 4th one. I don't know. Just throwing
that
out.
I hope they figure out like a good personality for him.
Yeah.
Later on. So the wedding is happening. Peach is like, no way, and uses a ice flower power up, which is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that.
At first, I was like, blue? What the fuck does blue mean? And then she's throwing ice balls. I'm like, oh yeah, all right. My bad.
So, her like dress turns blue. It's cute.
And
and then basically this is where the climax starts happening. Mario and Donkey Kong come back. Also, another thing that was spoiled was the fire Donkey Kong, right? So he uses the fire flower.
Yep.
Which is really cool, but it was in the trailer, so it's like, okay, whatever. It starts a really cool action sequence with the two of them, though. Again, going back to everybody moves really well. Everyone just, the action is so fluid and fast. It's fun.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And Mario gets his Tanuki suit. No,
he does.
That is this part. All right, yeah. Why are you sighing?
I am a raccoon suit guy. I think it's better than the Tanuki suit. And I wish he had that instead, but I understand why they went Tanuki suit.
Doesn't DK call him like a raccoon? Or bear? No, he calls him a bear.
Yeah. Either him. No, Luigi calls him a bear. He's like, why are you dressed like a bear?
Yes, you're right.
Yahoo! I don't have an accent.
So everything is going wrong for Bowser, and Bowser's like, just drop the nuke. And he launches a giant bullet bill. Mario ends up diverting it into a pipe by flying around.
If you've ever seen the first Avengers, this is exactly what happens when Tony Stark puts the nuke into space. Yeah,
they were like, Bowser was like, I have an army, and Mario was like, we have a Kong. And so what happens though is when the bullet bill hits the pipe, it creates this incredible explosion, and then it merges the Mushroom Kingdom and Brooklyn.
Yeah,
for the worst, for the most devastating terrorist attack since 9/11.
Oh God, you're right.
I mean, it's terrible. It's so many people would have died, and they just don't show it, obviously. But basically, Bowser's whole flying fortress appears in Brooklyn, and we get to the whole lowest point for our characters, where they're being defeated, and Bowser's like,
Bowser
beat
the dog shit. He beat the ever-living dog shit out of Mario. He had bruises
and Donkey Kong,
a broken arm. Yeah, Donkey Kong got the hands as well.
Yeah, everybody gets fucked up. Bowser's cool, and but thanks to brother power, like Luigi and Mario team up. They get the Power Star.
They got the Power Star.
They go invincible and they kick some ass. They do their Gohan Videl flying kick.
Dude, they did
to a T, and they defeat Bowser. And then Mario's dad is like, "I'm proud of you."
Yeah, that was weird.
It was my best part of the movie.
Like, you know what?
That's it. Full
you
circle.
ain't a fuck up.
And then like nobody is like, "Is that a giant monkey?"
No one cared.
No one gave a shit. And it looks like Mario and Luigi live in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, they abandoned their real family and
they're like, "We're
decided
so
to
proud
live
of you." And
in the land of the Last of Us.
oh yeah, right. They were just like, "Fuck you guys." No one believed in us.
That's what I'm saying.
And then the movie ends with another funny little musical bit. But wait.
Yes. All right. All right. So obviously this whole video was spoilers, but there's 2 post-credit scene. First one was a reprise of Bowser's first musical bit.
Peach song.
Yeah, it Peaches, which was nice and all, but now he's tiny. And then, all right, there was the second post-credit scene, and the person to the left of us lost their fucking mind.
Dude, they were. I mean, it made their year. Let's be real. That one scene completely made their year.
So let's set it up. So
well, just to put an emphasis on how they leaned forward and pointed at the screen like the Leonardo DiCaprio music. We're just like, oh,
yeah.
Like they were flipping out. And yeah, go ahead, walk him through.
So it shows back to that original like underground area where Mario and Luigi got sucked into the green pipe and ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom. And like the camera was like going around, you see like smoke everywhere, and then you see it on a pile of rubble, a green egg, and it cracks open, screen goes black, Yoshi.
And she was like, fuck.
This would have been like a whoa reveal, like maybe if like they didn't show like 20 Yoshis during like a montage.
Like an army of Yoshis. It was like the melee scene like in the opening where it shows like the army of Yoshis marching. Like that's
exactly what they showed.
Yeah, like even if we didn't see that, it's like a C tier reveal.
Dude, that was like as like mid as you can get.
That's like if like at the end of the Avengers movie or like right before the post credits scene was like Hawkeye looking at the screen is like his introduction, It was like
or like Agent Coulson or something. Like who the fuck cares?
Or like Quake from Shield, Agent Shield or whatever. Like what the who gives a shit? Yeah, but really, like they could have done so many better reveals, and they just went with that one. So
like Kobe and I were talking about it, like before they showed Yoshi, like maybe like they show like Wario or like Luigi or like Rosalina or Waluigi rather, or like Rosalina or something. But no, Yoshi, big fucking whoop, dude.
I'm losing it.
I feel like that like brought down the movie. Like, do you feel that way?
Dude, 100. I feel like I've been raised upon a pedestal, and then they tipped me over.
Like,
and I stumbled. Like I didn't stumble to like my death or anything, but like I fell a good like 5 feet, and it kind of hurt.
Yeah, like really? You pushed me? Like, come on, man. That was rude.
Are we just missing something? Is Yoshi like huge? Is Yoshi like the next like, or has always been the big thing?
Dude, I don't know. Like,
are we wrong? No, it's the children who are wrong.
All right, well, let's compare. All right, so the Sonic movie, right? Spoilers for the Sonic movie, or the second Sonic movie rather. At the end, they showed Shadow. That's a cool reveal because it's like that's a villain or an antagonist and something to look forward to in the next movie.
Or even the first Sonic where they showed Tails.
Yeah.
That's huge too, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then this one, it's like
who the hell cares?
B tier, like B minus, like
that's being generous.
It's like here's Slippy from Fox, so like I don't know,
dude,
just
that was ridiculous.
It took the wind out of my sails, man. But anyway, so yeah, that was the whole movie. Real quick about the cast. I thought the cast was pretty good. They did a great job.
I thought Peach was good.
Yeah, and Anya Taylor-Joy, she did really well.
Yeah, she looks like an alien.
Peach was great. She looks like what? Yeah. I think Peach was great in this movie. She was.
Yeah, I agree.
She wasn't annoying like girl power stuff. They didn't do that, right? She was just a fine character. Charlie Day as Luigi, pretty good. I thought he did well.
I guess.
Okay.
I feel like Mario, like Chris Pratt as Mario, was like forgettable.
That's the problem I have with it too. They definitely could have gotten somebody to really elevate that character, and made it more distinct. But Chris Pratt, he didn't take anything away, but he also didn't bring anything to the table.
I felt like he was just like sounded kind of bored.
It just, I don't know, one note, right?
Yeah.
You're right, kind of boring. Like
I don't know what Mario is supposed to be like enthusiastically energetic most of the time, unless I don't know. I wasn't expecting like a off the wall but like
I think the problem is
I don't know,
Mario.
Something. Meet me in the middle.
I think the problem is Mario is a boring character by design. Not boring, but he's very medium. He's very milquetoast.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Instead of altering that, changing that, that's just the performance Chris Pratt gave. It's almost like too faithful.
He said "Mamma Mia" a couple times, and it's
dude. They said "Mamma Mia" way too much in this movie.
I agree.
There was so much Mamma Mia in it. It was actually kind of annoying me towards the middle and end.
Yeah, that was like they leaned on that catchphrase too much, and I feel like he says other catchphrases more, but whatever.
Yeah. Keegan Michael Key as Toad. I couldn't even hear him in it.
Forgettable.
I didn't realize until now, because I'm looking at the IMDb, that John DiMaggio was in this movie as Uncle Arthur.
Was surprising. That the guy in the tracksuit?
The Russian? Yeah, dude, that has to be him. I didn't even hear him. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong was fine.
He laughed twice. I just want to throw that out there.
See, I thought he would have done a really good job. I would have put him in like A tier, but those two laughs they put him in puts him right down to C.
Like right off the bat,
couldn't stand it.
He laughed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they didn't waste any time.
It was a close up of his face, and he did the laugh.
Can't stand it. But yeah, I mean the cast, and of course Jack Black, who did a good job.
Yeah, A tier.
Yeah, I'd see more. And yeah, all right. So that's the movie. I think final thoughts.
Like I said, like I'd rather watch this than like Quantumania.
Oh my
like I thought this.
I would watch this. Yeah.
I felt more enjoyment watching this than Quantumania, and
1000%.
I like Quantumania too, but like this definitely looked phenomenal, like the animation and stuff.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, no one can deny that.
The orchestrated Mario music was great. The cast I could do without some, but a lot of the others were good. But there was no Daisy. F.
That's right. There was no Daisy. Not even a mention.
That should have been her in the egg. Like, hi, I'm Daisy.
Cut the black. Yeah. I
liked it.
Yeah. Good. I agree. I had a good time watching this movie for sure. Even if it was paced a little too fast. You know, there's gonna be some gripes with it, but I walked out of there feeling a lot better about it than going in.
Yeah.
I was entertained all throughout. I was never bored.
I agree.
And
definitely.
it's a feast for the eyes. It was really fun to just look at every part of the background and see, like, okay, what am I missing here? Right? Like, oh, there's a little reference there and there and there.
Yeah. Yep.
Lots of Easter eggs. And it's simple, but, you know, I'm okay with that. You know, it worked, and I really hope they make another.
Yeah, I agree. Critics are panning this movie, but I also don't think they like either A, play Mario, or have played Mario 30 years ago.
Yeah, right.
So
I don't know. Like, I don't understand critics anymore. Every time I absolutely despise a movie, it's like the best movie of the year. Like, I don't know. I'm not in it. I don't understand.
I agree. But yeah.
But yeah, big recommend.
Big recommend.
Big recommend. Mamma Mia recommend.
Mamma Mia. Subscribe.
All right, good shit.